Alright, it's our palette ranking of the week. I think, well, we have three in the ranking out of the four, because one I didn't use, so it falls to the bottom for prettiness. Just because I didn't get to it. But I go one to four, and I just go by how I used it, how I liked it, you know, how did I feel about it, because it changes every time. And I go from best to worst. I just go by how I felt about it, how it worked for me this week. Because sometimes some things work for us during the week, how we were trying to use it, and sometimes it doesn't, you know. I know we all have those those times. So coming in first spot out of the four palettes from our shop. If you're wondering how do I do this, I go from what I used in my shop, my stash, from the previous week. So coming in top numero uno is a Moon Spell from Lunar Beauty, which is the look I have on today, which you will see that look after this video is posted. So I do my weekly shop, my stash, then I do my palette rankings, and then I do a look video, because that's what is working currently for me for my uploads. So here is our top contender. Oh, I know. Here she is on the inside. I know. Very pretty. Very grungy. If you've been here long enough on this channel, you know I absolutely love grunge palettes. I don't know what it is, but they get this little heart going, and I just love it. If you're wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, it is Triggered from JSC. I need to get a new one. Mine's just about donezo. I tend to go through lipsticks pretty good, because I tend to use the same one all the time. I rotate through about the same 10, but I love this color scheme. I'm actually got a couple dips on here. Sarah has a good dip. Sabrina's starting to get a dip on there. Even Fiona, this darker shade, is getting a dip. And then Peru, she's definitely getting a dip on there. I love how he's got Peru, Piper, and Phoebe Paige. I mean, if you haven't seen, I gotta think of the show name now. But if you haven't seen that witch show, very old show, if you haven't seen that, then who are you? I know they tried to make a remake of that TV show. Meh. There's some TV shows you just cannot make a remake of, okay? You just gotta let it be sometimes. You just gotta let it be. If you can remember the TV show I'm talking about, just slide it in the comments, because right now it's not coming to me. But I swear to you, I know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember the name of it. And which is sad, because I've already watched it 2-3 different times in my lifetime, from beginning to end. What is it called? This is gonna irk me. What are you yelling about? What are you yelling? Are you trying to pace? What are you yelling? Waffles is yelling in the background. That's what you're hearing. She wants to play. Her cats are 5. Okay, and coming in number 2, you're gonna be like, wow, is Beauty Killer 2 from Jeffree Star. And I'll tell you why this is in the number 2 spot. And it's this shade Self-Expression. Wow, what a yellow. Okay, what a yellow. The sole purpose of this being a number 2 is if you watched my palette mashup video. I love mashing palettes together. Subpar. Not subpar. That's not the word I'm looking for. Subpar is if you do like a terrible, like a half-ass job, okay? That's not, so subpar was not the word I'm looking for. This is amazing, okay? This yellow, great. There's some palettes you do get have yellows in it. Those are some subpar yellows. That's how I needed to use the word subpar, okay? This yellow, amazing. Definitely not a subpar yellow. That's how you want to use the word. Anyway, this yellow is great. Okay, so when I use this yellow, when I mashed it up with that yellow palette, I used it with Fantabulous, okay? Great, loved it. I loved it. Oh yeah, look, I'm wearing hoops in my second hole. This hole is still angry at me. It'll be okay though. I need to get over it. Give it like 10 more minutes. Anyway, great palette. Definitely glad I saved this palette from other clutter. And then coming in at number 3 is the XX Revolution The Matrix palette. And now this is a number 3 spot, mainly because this dark blue, this blue purple here, was a struggle. But here's the thing, even though I struggled with that shade and I was on the struggle bus, not all shades are meant to go on top of other shades and be blended in. You know what I mean? Now we all would like for other shades to be meant to go on other shades and be blended in. Doesn't mean all shades are meant to be on top of other shades to be blended in, so that's why she's in number 3. But look how pretty this palette is. I would definitely be pulling this in other Shop My Stashes and to be using again because I absolutely love this palette. If you like this palette and you want this color scheme, I do love this. And you can most definitely find it on Mercari. Price-wise though, I don't know how much you'll find it on Mercari for. You can just search around. This little pretty. Look at this shade. Let's swatch that shade. Look at that. You can use the inner corner eyelid and probably as a highlight too. That would be gorgeous. Guys, I have to pull that out again so I can use that shade. Waffles! Why are you yelling? I know. He wants to pay. What? I know. What are you doing? I know. This is what you're hearing in the back. That's those waffles. She says, what the hell, human? I had some screaming to do. And coming in 4th spot for just its beauty because it didn't get used is the Alter Ego Artemis palette, which is a dupe for Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Gorgeous. I absolutely love this palette. You can tell by some of the shades. I just didn't make it to using this palette, so she's coming in number 4 for her beauty. That's it. Nothing wrong with her. I'm sure I'll pull this again to use. I just didn't make it to it this week. That's it. That's my palette ranking for this week. What palettes did you pull for this week? What are you using? Are you inspired by the change of seasons, the spooky palettes? I pull what sometimes I'm inspired by the season. Sometimes I'm inspired by the spooky or what do they call it? The holiday. That's what I'm trying to say, the holiday. Let me know. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.